What is up guys, it's Simon from PianoPig.com, and in this video I'm going to give you some tips which you can use to actually incorporate all of those little things you learn into your playing. There's just so much information on the internet and YouTube that it becomes so easy to just watch loads and loads of videos and learn loads of little things but never actually incorporate them into your playing and ultimately just forget them. So I'm going to give you some really useful practice exercises and tips to help you kind of incorporate all of those things you learn on YouTube into your playing and get them to actually stick. If you would like the lesson supplement to go along with this video, you can download that for free via the link in the description below. And if you enjoy this video and find it useful, then definitely check out the PianoPig Academy, where I have loads of videos and resources and all sorts of cool stuff to help you become the best piano player you can possibly be. Let's do it! So to start off with, I'm going to demonstrate how you might incorporate a new lick into your playing. For this demonstration, I'm going to use a nice and simple bebop lick. But keep in mind, the whole point of this video is just to show you the method, allowing you to apply it to any lick that you like. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pick a chord progression or a tune that you're already familiar with. I'm going to use the first half of the jazz standard There Will Never Be Another You. This is what the chords look like. The second thing you need to do is go through each chord and figure out all the different positions you could play the lick. For example, we start off with an E flat major 7. And there are two places we could have this lick. This is the first. And this is the second. So it's really important to go through each and every chord and make sure you know every single position that your lick will fit over. There's normally always more than one. Let's have a look at our second chord, D minor 7 flat 5. We could play the lick here, and also here. So that's your second task. Go through each chord in your progression and figure out all the different positions you can play your lick over each chord. The third and final step of this process is to just play through the chord progression, maybe along to a metronome or a backing track, and play your lick over and over and over again. This is what is necessary in order to truly internalize the lick, whilst actually applying it to something real, rather than just practicing it on its own without any context. So let's do that now. I've got a backing track I'm going to use, and I'm going to get that on now. You could even go a step further and almost try and improvise, but using that lick only. Try and come up with some variations of it and add something to link them together. So hopefully you can see how these exercises really force you to go deeper with whatever lick it is you're learning, and you're practicing it by actually applying it to something, which is going to help you internalize it so much quicker. Now that we've covered how to incorporate licks into your playing, I want to talk about the same thing but with chords instead. For example, say we just learned how to play this voicing for a major 13 chord. And we want to fully internalize it and incorporate it into our playing. Well, we basically just follow the same method as we did earlier. However, chords are slightly different to licks in this process, in that they're not always going to fit over every chord type. So we need to figure out which chords this will fit over, and we'll just have to play something else for the other chords. But every time we have the opportunity to use this new voicing, we'll use it. So looking at our example chord again, this is clearly going to fit over all major chords, since that's what the voicing is originally intended for. But it could also fit over minor chords, just straight minor 7 chords, by playing the relative major. For example, if we had a C minor 7, we could play exactly the same thing and it would fit very nicely. There's our C, and that gives us a C minor, I guess it's a C minor 11. So this voicing will work over major 7 and minor 7 chords. Looking at the first section of There Will Never Be Another You, we have lots of opportunities to use this voicing. We can use it over the E flat major 7, the C minor 7, the B flat minor 7, the A flat major 7, the E flat major 7, the C minor 7, and the F minor 7. For the rest of the chords, we will just have to play something else. So let's get the backing track on and have a go with that now. So hopefully that gives you a clear method of how to actually remember all of those licks and chords and all those little things you learn from YouTube, and anywhere else for that matter. You can simplify this process as much as you need, but what's really important is that the chord progression you're practicing over, you're already familiar with. You need to simplify all the parameters and just focus on ingraining this one thing. So you don't want to be trying to remember what the chords are or anything like that. As I mentioned earlier, if you would like a summary of this method in a PDF file, you can download that for free via the link in the description. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.